All right, here we have DGP week 14. Don't forget your day, your month, and your with the date and the year. For example, you might put Monday. Don't forget your comma. January 16th, comma 2016. You can use the date of today. It doesn't matter, but watch out for these commas because that's what people miss. So we have our sentence here. This is from a Jack London novel. If you strike that dog again, I'll kill you. He at last managed to say in a choking voice. So here we have our parts of speech. First thing I look for if I'm not very comfortable are articles. And here we have an article. We have one here. And so let's look. If you strike that dog again, I'll kill you. He at last managed to say in a choking voice. And here's our article. Remember, articles are a, and the. So I've taken our article. While we're down here, let's look at a participle. A participle is a verb acting as an adjective. And it's nice because it has a hint. It either ends in ed or ing. So we can go through here and look at two words. One of them is you have two words that end in ing and one that ends in an ed. So look at this. We've got choking voice. That seems like an adjective, but choke is a verb. So we have a verb, acting is an adjective, and here it ends in ing. So choking is going to be your participle. So here we go. We'll take that out. If you remember, an infinitive is the preposition to plus an action verb. So again, we're starting to kind of see maybe a formula. I find the word to. Is it followed by an action verb? Yes. So to say, that phrase is your infinitive phrase. So there we are marking things off. We can go and look at prepositions. Some of the most popular prepositions are in, on, to, for, and with. One of these is used in this particular sentence, and here it is. In a choking voice is a prepositional phrase. In is your preposition. And the words that end a preposition, there's a noun. Voice is a noun, so I'm going to label that. So we've got one of the prepositions. The other where you're just going to have to know, it's at last. So we have preposition here. He at last is your prepositional phrase, and last is going to be a noun in this case. So now we have both of our nouns and both of our prepositions. Let me find the nouns. Oop, there's three nouns, so I'll need one more. Oh, you've got this one. It's dog. So now you can mark out all your nouns. We're looking for subordinating conjunction. We started with subordinating conjunctions last week. Two popular ones are if and when. And here we've got it. We've got our subordinating conjunctions. Subordinating conjunctions begin dependent clauses. If you strike that dog again is your dependent clause. So let's mark off our subordinating conjunction. Pronouns. Just going down in order here. We have four of them in this sentence, and you are looking for words like he, she, it. Those kind of words are your pronouns. They replace nouns. Please make a note, you is always a pronoun. Any form of you is some kind of pronoun. Might be an object, a possessive pronoun, but you is always a pronoun, and here we have it. If you, pronoun, I'm just going to put pro, strike that dog again, I'll kill you. There's a pronoun. We're looking for four. We've got three. I told you he was one. Here's a pronoun. And then we've got another one that's kind of hidden. Take the word I, or I'll. This is a contraction. It's made of the words I will. With that information, hopefully now you know that I is a pronoun. So, do we have all four? 1, 2, 3, 4. Yes, we have four pronouns. We are looking for action verbs. This should be easy. Action verbs are actions. Strike is an action verb. Kill is an action verb. And he managed is an action verb. How many did we need? 3. We got them all. Adjective. A lot of times people think that choking is your adjective because it's a choking voice, but it's a participle. So what kind of dog is it? If I draw this arrow, it is that dog, and we can label this as an adjective. When are we going to strike that dog? If I did this, again tells when we might strike it. So any word that tells you more about a verb is an adverb. So there we have our adverb. We do have a helping verb, so we need to look for verbs and see if they have a word that's not labeled. You strike, you is a pronoun, so it can't be a verb. Will, kill, there it is. This is your helping verb. This is your verb phrase. Will, kill is your verb. All right, so you have everything labeled there. Let's move on to the next day. Don't forget, label your day, month, and year. And in this case, we are going to only identify the dialogue portion. Dialogue, here's your quotes. This is what is being said. So that's your dialogue. We have 2 subjects, 2 verbs. Both of them are transitive. That means we need to look for a direct object. And then, of course, here it is. We have 2 direct objects. So let's go with the verbs first. Look at yesterday. The verbs here are strike, will, kill is your verb phrase, and managed. Let's see what we've got over here. We have strike, verb, kill, verb. Managed is not in the dialogue portion, so we don't need to worry about that. Strike and kill are the verbs. They are both transitive verbs. That means we need to look for a direct object. Strike what? Strike that dog. That's your direct object. Kill whom? Dog is your direct object. So now you have both of your direct objects. I like to start with the verb so that I can get to the subject. Who is going to strike? You strike. And who will kill? There's your verb phrase. I is the subject. When you're underlining, here's your predicate part. And that's your subject part, and this is your predicate part. Here, I is a subject. Will kill you is your verb phrase. Now let's take this information, move it to the next day, and diagram only, again, the dialogue portion. So here we have our 2 clauses. If is your subordinating conjunction that ties these 2 together. And this is this is your independent clause. So, I will kill, and with your direct object, you. If, here's your subject, you, and we located this right here, you, strike. What are you going to strike? Dog. What kind of dog? That. When are you going to strike him? Again. And there, again, I got carried away there. My brain was working faster than my pen. There you have your diagram. Make sure you have this down. Don't forget your day, month, the date, and year. Don't forget those commas. That's the biggest mistake. I hope this is helpful, and get this turned in. Thank you.